Deborah, I'm sure you edit this part, but just know that you're a beautiful, bougie kid. 18 is gonna be cool. Don't worry yourself. 18 will be cool. You just shed a few tears. It won't fill the bucket. You cry, clean your tears. I'll pat you to sleep. You wake up. Life goes on. But 18 is going to be good. Don't worry. God has our back. 18 is gonna be cool. We're gonna do big things. Make cool money. And juggle it. Balance it out with school. Know what I'm going to say.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode
Hello.
of MWM, and I am with Praise again because she's one of the very few people that relates with me on this particular matter that we are going to table today. Okay? Okay. So wait, let me drop it. By now, when you people will be listening to this episode, I have probably already published one on the same thing, like a part 1 of this topic, but it was only me. So today I'm with Praise. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Praise. I'm 18 years old.
What's with the
age? You see not the you know how hard it is for me to come and be admitting to people that I'm 18 years old.
Is that why you keep saying it? Because on the last episode you were like, "Hi, I'm Praise. I'm 18 years old."
I'm trying to accept the fact that
you're 18.
So I'm 18. By this time I should have accepted it fully.
Okay.
You get so. So I'm a YouTuber. I'm probably by this time I should be a student. I'm a YouTuber, a Christian YouTuber to be exact. I post inspiring, educative, and sometimes entertaining content. So, okay.
Name of YouTube.
Oh, I'm always trying to explain it. Nimi _D. Yeah, okay. I've explained the reason why.
It's true. I've never actually told these people to follow me on any of my social media. By the way, I own only one social media, which is Instagram. So follow me on Instagram at MimiUgo. MIMIUGOH. Okay. So part 2 of childhood or adulthood. My dear Nimi.
Yeah.
Mimi is going to ask Nimi, how did you feel when you turned 18?
How did I feel? So age has always been something that I've always struggled with.
Wait, by the way, I'm turning 18 on the 3rd of May. And she turned 18 on January 10th. Yeah. So she's ahead of me in this game. So let's hear from the experience.
So age has always been something that I don't use the word struggled with because it's everything that some people go through. Everybody goes through it. So growing up, I didn't care about all these kind of things. Age was like, I want to grow older. Do you guess? Like, let me grow older first because I felt like, oh, my life was already planned out. I know what I'm going to be doing at this particular time of my life. But then life happened. Things changed.
We all knew what we wanted to do when we grew up.
Things changed. Buhari became president. God. No.
Please, nobody should come for me. I cannot be arrested. I'm not legal yet. But if you want to arrest, it's how they will arrest. By this time, he'll probably not be president. Like, by the time I'll publish this, he won't be president anymore.
Yay!
Not yay. We don't know who will win.
God, please. God, please. Okay. So, like, age has always been something that I remember when I thought.
But honestly, the past 8 years with Oga Bubu,
it has been detrimental to human health.
I think that's what actually first made me start fearing aging.
Yes, because I was
making money and making a name now became 10 times harder than it already was in this country, especially talk less of in the world. Yeah,
because I remember growing up then, I was living, not that I'm very grateful for my life now. I'm very grateful for who I am, where I am, my family, that kind of thing. But I know that there was a huge difference between when I was younger, and like the living conditions versus now. When I was younger, like we literally had, like, there's nothing that I would want that I couldn't get. That is not available. If I open the fridge, I must.
You didn't have to like budget for it before you get it.
And it's beyond me being so young then. It's just like, it's available. You get. I was very comfortable. We lived in a very, like, I wish we never moved from where we were before. We lived in a very comfortable area, very serene, and we had beautiful rich neighbors that at least you just go out and just be looking at them, or sometimes they will invite you to their house to come and eat because we're small. And then okay, age has always been something that I struggled with. So when I turned 13, it was a big struggle for me. I was like time is going really fast.
You know that I remember when I turned 10, I was so happy. I was so excited. I was like, finally, my age has reached the double digits. If only I knew.
Okay, 2015.
If only I knew.
Telling.
I was so excited. I will not even lie. In my mind, I was like, yeah, 3 years to being a teenager.
And it's something about age. I wanted to grow. Another reason why I wanted to grow, especially in age and in body size, was because when I was in boarding school, I remember one time like that. When I was in boarding school, I was in just 2, or is it just 3? One senior insulted me and said something like, she was like, called that GS1 girl, something like that. And this is not the first time, yes. And this is not the first time that thing's happened to me. And immediately I just broke down and I started crying. I went to my room. My roommates were comforting me.
Do you know how ironic this is? At that time, you wanted to look older.
Mm-hmm.
Now, now she's complaining that people tell her that she looks older than her age.
I remember,
and she now no longer wants to look older anymore.
I remember when I was prepping to go to school, and when I did not know that the school they give you your own shoes, and there was one shoe that they bought for me because I wanted a shoe that would like kind of elevate
your height.
But I didn't know that the school they had like their own this thing. And I used to measure in the old house. I used to measure my height when I come back from school because I wanted to like grow a little bit. And my best friend then, she was so tall, taller than me. I was even older than her. But I lied to her that I was younger. I've gone through a lot. I thought I was born in April, while she was born in March. But anyway, so age has always been something that I struggled with. And when I started like turning 13, 14, then 15, that was COVID. Was very, very hard for me because I've always been this kind of like independent person. Like I always want to be that person that if you can ask me for something and I can give it to you, and not always asking, even if I know you have the ability to do it for me. And so many people always be like, Praise, if you want something, ask. If you want something, ask. But I'm not that kind of person that I'm like, I'm old enough, past me or little me knows what I said I will be doing at this particular time of my life. So I shouldn't be like,
do you know that when me and my sister were younger, my second sister, the one immediately older than me, you know, 16 Wishes on Disney.
Yes,
we watched that movie.
Yeah, I watched that movie.
And then we made our list of like our own 16 wishes list. And then I went home this holiday and I was reading this thing. The laughter. The laughter. I was like, by 16. God.
What will you do? Buy house. What will you do?
I wish I kept it. I threw it away.
Why did you throw it away now?
It was too sad.
I understand what you mean.
I thought it was threw it away. You guys, I was like, when I'm 16, I will buy car.
I remember when I was telling my sister, baby, better you see those flower bouquet, those money bouquet. When I was 17, I'll buy it for you.
Good. I was like, I'll own a pink, the finest pink or red car possible. And then I'll go to the best.
Yeah, honestly.
And I was reading this and I was like, wait, all these things on this list now are not even half my problem. They are not even half my problem. Like, hey God. I was like, when I turn 16, I'll revamp my entire wardrobe.
Mm-hmm. I'll shake my pastor. I said it. I will shake my pastor. My pastor will give me a award. Hey God, I remember that list so clearly. I said I'll wear a polka dot dress with a high heel with a red bow, and I'll shake my pastor. They say, "Can we give it up for the most? What do you call it? The most sewing in something." But anyway, so
and now I'm recording this in January, so I am 4 months away from turning 18.
I'm already 18.
House key I no get, talk less of car key.
Oh God, it's very sad because when I was 11, I remember when I was 11, I started a business where I used to sell. I named it Sunhee bracelets, Sunhee jewels. Okay, so I named it Sunhee bracelets because then we used to watch Make It Pop. So I had these Shambhala robes and charms. I'll make it, but then the business failed after a few months, and I was like confident. I was like, that means my future is bright. Do you understand?
can
I
do
can start a
something.
business. You get. By then, I'll know more people. People will take me more seriously. That kind of thing. So it has always been on my mind that I must start a business. You get. So I felt like okay, I could venture into like different business practices and whatnot. So and how will I put this in? There were so many plans. Like nobody ever wants to be in this country forever. Do you get? Nobody
That's
wants
not
to.
true.
Okay,
That's
I
not
said
true.
it, I said it wrong.
When I was younger, like let me even say last year, if you asked me last year where I wanted to live and like raise my children, I would have said Nigeria, to be very honest. But now
But then
I don't know.
There's no how that at least you wouldn't want to like travel.
Yeah.
Do you get? So I was like, oh, that's my dream to travel. Imagine like being able to sponsor a traveling
when me and my
lifestyle.
sister were my sister and I we were looking at countries that we didn't need visas to go to. I think I was like 16 at this time, or maybe I don't know, but I was younger than now. And obviously we were looking at African countries. We were we were like, if we pay ticket flight this to this place and then we book the hotel, all we need left is shopping money. Now I'm asking myself,
independent lifestyle.
where that money
And I
was
felt
supposed
like
to come from.
if I have a business, I'll be able to like fund those lifestyles.
Exactly.
You can even take me
when
out.
you're younger, you have this imagination that once you start something, money is just going to start.
Yes, money will just as long as you have started it
and you're
the
doing
people
it
will find it.
Yeah.
But you were never told that you will go and find the people, and sometimes the people are not so receptive to accepting what you
doing.
have.
Yeah.
You get. So it's a toiling is not the word.
Okay. When you were younger, did you even answer my question? My question was, how did you feel when you turned 18?
Jesus. You see, it's like okay. When I felt 18, I felt
like
really,
on the particular. Let me
on
say
the day
on the 9th of January. How did you feel?
Oh, I have a video of me crying. So
on the 9th?
Yes, I have a video of me crying. It's on my Snapchat. I wish I could load it up, but I was crying. I played worship music and then I was crying. But then God was like, I brought you on this earth for a purpose. That sounds very cliche.
You should be happy that you're aging.
Yes. Some people don't get to age happily. And I can die when they're born. Be, and sometimes that's what people, but like, let's focus on life. There are some people that are 18 and depressed, 18 and are not happy about themselves, 18 and have not
no
found God.
Goals.
Yes, can't look towards the future, don't have family. So God was like, that life is beyond self. Thinking about, I wasn't able to achieve this. That's why I'm starting the series, the selfless series. But anyways, so that day I was very sad, but then I felt encouraged, if that makes sense.
Okay, then on the 10th, how did you feel?
On the 10th, I felt really good because this was one of the first birthdays that I received more calls than usual. And I actually received gifts from people than usual. Do you get? So I was like, I felt loved, I felt good, I felt happy. Though that element of praise, remember you're 18 was still ringing in the back of my head.
Okay, so and on the 12th so far, how do you feel? On the
12th, how did I feel on the 12th? I went to church. I felt really good. I even forgot that I turned 18. I went to church. That was a fasting.
It was just a regular day.
Yes, it was just a regular day. I prayed. I prayed. Sometimes whenever I look at my church, it just gives me hope that I have a future. Like, I have a future.
Okay. So after the 12th and everything,
advice,
this is 24th of January, right? Yes. That's how many days after your birthday?
Exactly 2 weeks.
Right? Are you serious?
Yes.
It feels longer. It feels longer than 2 weeks.
Exactly 2 weeks.
Okay, so 2 weeks down the 18 road, how do you feel?
I feel normal, honestly. I feel normal. Do you know why? Because almost is clicking that almost everybody around me, like, sometimes you just need to realize that growth is a normal thing. Do you get? Some people that I know, their next birthday this year, they are turning 18. A very large number 19. A very large number 20. So I'm like, turning 15. Yeah, so I'm like
recently I was just looking at my mother and I was like, wait, so one day I'll be this old.
Yes.
I would be this age.
I just need to take care of myself now. So that
with children. People will now be calling me mommy.
Yeah.
Me that's not finished raising myself.
My decisions now need to remember, look towards the future and be like, oh, this is going to happen. That was so off topic, but anyways. So
okay. So what do you feel like? Do you feel like there's any difference between your mindset when you were, let's say, 16 and now?
16, 20, 20, okay, 16. 16, I felt trapped. I felt like my mind is always very active, but I felt like everything going on in my mind just was trapped.
In your mind.
Yes, it couldn't come out. But this 18 has brought like this confidence to like maybe it's not the 18, maybe it's just growth, I don't know, but then it just brought this confidence to like I can do anything I set my mind to do, as long as I set my mind to do it, and it's not something outrageous, it's something that is highly achievable. I can do anything I put my mind to do. All I need to do is just focus, and I'm going to achieve it. Do you get? So that's actually hello.
So a tiny woman has joined us. Her name is Sophia of Sophisticated. So, hey, Sophisticated Glam.
Edit some part of.
Okay, do you know Sophia might actually be good help to us because Sophia is turning 20 this year.
Okay.
She just turned 18.
Where is this going to?
The episode is about childhood versus adulthood. How did you feel when you turned 18? How do you feel now? Did you feel good? Were you scared? That kind of thing. So both of us now, we are frightened. We are frightened. She has already turned 18, and there's still that element of, look at this one. She just removed her glasses and called us children. There's still that element of fear. Me, I haven't turned 18 yet, and I'm learning to accept it. But there's just that voice that keeps telling you, but wait,
you don't have
so
time.
there's no going back.
Yeah.
You're just 18
Any
now.
mistake you make now, there's no time.
You can't take it back.
Oh, like when I was 15, I was like, okay, I still have like 2 years to go. Like I can make any like mistake I want to make. But now 18, I've reached that.
There's no going back.
Yesterday I was crying. I was crying to my cousin. My cousin was like, "Praise, calm down. You're not up to 21. You still have time." I was like, "Hold on. What do you mean by you still have time? Do you know the amount of things that I've set in my head that I want to achieve?
Yeah.
Like there's no time. Honestly, there's no time."
Okay, so Miss Sophia Anucha, our able land. No, you're not a landlady. Our able Mrs. Pastor.
Oh my God.
Woman of God, as we call her. Mommy Gio in the making. I greet you, ma.
So,
how did you feel when you turned 16? Let's start from 16.
16, okay. When I turned 16, actually, 16 was like my breaking point.
I think 16 was everybody's breaking point.
Yeah, that was actually.
But you know the funny thing, I was happy on my 16th birthday. We had
my 16th birthday was one of my best birthdays.
Yes, it was one of my best birthdays ever. I didn't go out though. Yes, I was at home because we hadn't started uni at that time.
It was Sunday. We went out.
And I don't know what day it was, but I know that I dressed up, I did my makeup, I took pictures. I don't know why I was so excited. Yes, I was so excited. I was so happy. The element of the fear was still there, but for some reason I was happy.
Yes,
I don't know why.
For some reasons, my 16th birthday, I was actually forced to celebrate it. You know, I'm after money, money driven. My mama said, "Sophia, today is your 16th birthday, so you must celebrate it." I said, that money you want to use to buy cake. Give me the money. Yeah. I know what I want to use the money to do. She was like, "No, you must. Even though it's mark, you want mark him, you must mark him." Like, she was like, "You must celebrate it, your 16th birthday." What did they call this thing again? Sweet 16. Yeah. So my mom was all about the place, and she was just trying to
make
me happy, you know. But long story cut short, I celebrated it, and that was when 16 years, my 16th birthday, and from 16, I was open to more things.
Your mindset was
my mindset was becoming broad, you know, having responsibilities in your head.
Yeah, that's what scares me. People think that when I say I'm scared of growing old, they think I'm scared of physically growing old. I don't mind my body aging. Yeah. I don't mind wrinkles. It's a natural procession of life. What actually... No, definitely. But what actually scares me is the responsibilities. It's the fact that I know that at this age, people expect a certain thing from me. They expect a certain attitude from me.
Let me shock you. In this generation, once you're in school or you're done with school, Your parents expect you
to have something
to have
doing.
something doing,
Yeah.
like to own up to your responsibility, like have your own thing that you're doing. You don't always depend on them. So that was when this my independent spirit came from. Then I had to, when I was done with secondary school, that was 16. So I had to go learn a skill because I know that I have to fend for myself. I have to really do this.
That's another thing that scares me because I don't have a skill. All I have right now is my podcast.
Those are the benefits of delay sometimes.
Yes. But then at the same time, I'm like,
Cry.
I'm going to graduate when I'm 18 by the grace of God. If everything goes smoothly, I'm going to graduate when I'm 18. At 18, my mates, some are still in secondary school. Let's not lie.
True. Some are graduating.
Like, you have a lot to be grateful for. So why are you scared? That's what I try to like remind myself. When you graduate, I also use my elder sister as like, I look up to her because she graduated when she was 18 too. And when she graduated, she didn't have a skill. She didn't have anything doing. This girl moved all the way to Abuja alone. And she made it. She's still making it. She's still struggling. So I guess if she can, so can I. Do you get?
Yes,
we're all human beings. If she can, so can I. And I will not lie, this year, one wave of confidence dropped on me. I don't know where it came from. Last year, I would never have started this podcast because I wasn't confident enough to actually put out content. It's not like I didn't have ideas, or I actually deleted my podcast account like 2 times before I finally made the one that I posted. There's just this wave of confidence that, you know what, if I start something and I'm intentional about it and I pray about it, it will work out. But I'm still scared because there are things that I want to achieve. When I'm watching my mates that have bought a house in Lekki,
that my mate
that have bought car,
let me tell you something. There's something called inferiority complex. And it's killing the youth of this generation.
Everything should be so fast.
And now let me tell you something. It's just consistency. When I started my makeup business, I actually started from scratch. I didn't have anything. I was usually using my mom's products to do. Like when I was even in secondary school, I normally just come back from school, just do some little things on my face. And I actually found out that I have passion in it, and I went for it. Like from there, I started building myself up, building, and I started having money, making profit out of what I was actually doing. So you see that consistency is key. There's nobody at the top that just made it overnight. Yeah. Even if they do something positive or negative, you might not know, but they did something. They did something. So everybody will be like, God when what?
When you're not doing anything.
When you're not doing anything, you're sitting down in the house, you're not doing anything, and you expect
money to fall.
You expect money to fall from the sky. Like, it's not possible.
By the way, I like your hair.
Thank you, my love.
Okay, so we all had dreams when we were children. Yeah. What did you want to be when you were a child? Like, what was the first ever career path that you wanted to do when you were a child?
So honestly speaking, when I was a child, I wanted to be a president or a governor or whatnot. I had this auntie she was quite old. I think, my mom and her siblings, like, it was only their elder brother, their only brother, that had the opportunity to go to school like freely, easily. Not because boys are more superior, but because it was easier for them to only take their son. So others had to like train themselves. You get? So there's this my aunt that I had, like, she wasn't able to train herself then. Because she started having children early or something like that. I don't know. But at her old age, she was still going for law. And she's one of the people that are pushing me like, hey, Prissy, you must study that law. Even if you do that political science, you must do that law. So she was one of the people that I used to look up to. And I was like, I'd like to be a president. I'd like to be somebody in power. Do you get? So that's what I wanted to be when I was younger. And then my cousins would now be like, hey, Prissy, you want to go and lie? You want to go and eat our money? Oh, but then you cannot do it.
It's also ironic because you wanted to be a president and now you're going to study political science. Don't you think it's somewhat aligning? Somewhat. Okay. Now, what do you think you're going to end up doing
in the future? Yeah. Not based on what I'm going to study.
No, like, what do you think you are going to end up doing besides education?
Oh, that's a sweet question.
Besides preaching the gospel. I'm talking of business-wise.
Sorry. Okay. I learned hair. Like, I learned making of hair, and honestly speaking, I'm not passionate about it. I do not like it, but it's profitable, but I do not like it. Do you get? I just did it because that is what is more, yes, what is more superior. I don't know if that's
it brings income.
Yes, it brings income. But one thing that I'm passionate about is media, like editing.
So you would focus on YouTube?
Yes. Thank you. I'll focus on YouTube. Yes, building a career strongly on YouTube.
And our mommy Gioma, I already know your own. You're just going to grow your business. So, okay. Besides sophisticated glam, what do you think you're going to do?
Okay, so as I was growing up, and now you are aware. Everybody around me should be aware that Sophia loves perfume.
Yes,
I'm a perfume freak.
You are addicted. You are addicted to perfumes.
When you say someone is a perfume freak, like I am a perfume freak. So I would love to be a. No, I'm not.
You want to make it?
I'm not actually loving to be, because I am a perfume connoisseur. Attached to my
makeup business.
I'm also a perfume connoisseur.
But would you like to make the perfumes, actually create scents?
I'm going to, when I grow.
You have already grown. You are 20.
Wait. Relax. Like when I grow bigger in business, yeah. So I'm going to have a perfume brand, my own perfume brand.
The money in the perfume
yes, brand. I'm definitely.
You know that I envy people that have plans. Like they know what they want. I honestly envy people.
Do you know that's the sad part when you know what to do and you're not able to do it, not being able to respond to
your
ability,
dream.
Or that's my fear of
one thing I've noticed about myself is that I'm very assertive. If I want something, I definitely go for that thing. And to be honest, anything I want, I actually go for it. And I get it.
But what I'm saying is, I envy people that have a definite thing that they want to do. When I was younger,
what did you want to be?
I wanted to be an engineer. I wanted to be an automobile engineer. And then I entered senior secondary school and I met physics. And physics,
I met chemistry.
And physics met me. And we shook hands and parted ways. And then I went to arts and I met government and I fell in love with God, there was nothing that was going to tear me away from law. And then jam happened. And I shook hands with law and we parted ways. And now I'm a student of mass communication. So my career path went from engineering to not knowing what I wanted to do, because when I started arts, I didn't know where it was going to end. I just knew that I couldn't do science. That was just what I knew. Not because I was bad at it, but I didn't want to be somewhere I would struggle.
No place that you could even say I want to do that you could not thrive in if you just.
So now I went from engineering to law, and then jam threw me to mass communication. And I will not lie, I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do. Nothing whatsoever. Yes, I have the podcast, but I didn't necessarily start the podcast for monetization, for business purposes.
Same.
If it does grow into that, I would be very glad. But that is not what I want to. That's not where I want my income to come from. I want to work. I would not mind a 9 to 5. I would not mind. I've tried modeling. I have tried acting. The annoying thing is that all the interviews are in Lagos. I am in Port Harcourt. So right now, I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to start with radio hosting. I can't just move to Lagos.
It's too crowded. And
I cannot do the Lagos lifestyle. I will not even lie. I cannot be stuck in traffic. God forbid. I feel like if I studied law, I would not have gained the confidence that I've gained. I wouldn't have become as social as I've become. You know. Praise, you know who Deborah is. You know that normal me. Yeah. I couldn't even stand and look somebody in the eye and have a whole conversation with you. Why? Not that I was shy. I just didn't like people.
You didn't like people, yeah.
I did not like people. I didn't want to relate with them.
And mass communication is a people.
You don't have a choice. They are going to put you in a group of 20 and you're going to work with everybody. You don't have a choice. So I feel like if I didn't do mass comm, I wouldn't have gained the confidence that I've gained. I wouldn't be open to new things because I was the kind of person that just wanted to follow routine. Go to school, study this. If I studied law, obviously I'll become a lawyer, work as a lawyer. Do you get? But now that I'm in mass comm, I feel like I have the chance to choose for myself what I want to do. My course now is not choosing for me. It's not choosing a future for me. Yes. Yeah. So I don't know what it is going to be. I don't have any business ideas, honestly, that I would say this is what I see myself doing for life. I do have one, but I don't have the money to establish it yet. I want to own a nail salon. I have loved nails since I was probably 9. I always do my mother's toenails. I love painting her nails and shining and buffing and all of that. But I don't have the money to establish it. I would love to.
Support my girl, you know.
And the only official career path that I see myself doing is lecturing.
Ooh, that's what my auntie was.
That's the only official. Even if I studied law, I always told myself, you know what, you are going to be a lecturer. But the thing is, if I didn't have the confidence, how was I going to be the lecturer that I want to be? So
fly out and be a lecturer outside the country.
Is it easier there? You still have to face a crowd.
It allows people, like, we have a free pass to travel.
To do what you want to do.
And this is amazing because Sophia
does not want to remain here.
Exactly. Like, there's a free pass for mass communication, and it's very amazing.
So basically,
last year,
when I was a child, I had a mental picture of this is how my life is going to go. This is, in fact, in my head, by 20 I was supposed to be married. When I was a child, I was supposed to have a house, a job, a car, maybe one child safe.
I should never have parents for money.
When I was a child, I'm not even joking, I had a structure of what my life was supposed to be like. And now that I'm getting older, I'm realizing that life is not structural. Life is not a straight path. You're going to hit bumps. You're going to move left, right, center, up, down. Anything you can throw at you. The point is how you handle it. And if I keep like being afraid of aging, I'm never going to get over it. I'm never going to actually take life head on.
Yeah. Sophia, I was just thinking a few days ago. Almost Sophia, you don't dey old though.
Honestly.
You don't dey old though. Are you serious? Like, a mommy Gio like me is getting old.
Mommy Gio is almost no old.
Like, it's not like that too. Like, if you think about the responsibilities,
you're no longer going to be a teenager.
The responsibilities. Do you know what that means?
That's what
scares me. I'm here thinking of how I'll get 2 million this year. Like,
to do all the things you want to do.
More than 2 million, guy. I need more than 2 million. Like, and I know that definitely I must try my best, even if it means sweating all day. I must try to achieve little of what I've planned for myself. Because
in the last episode I made, I talked about, like, I don't even know how to explain it again. Okay, I talked about finances being the major scare for getting older.
Yeah.
I think that's the major thing. When we are shouting responsibility, the responsibility is money.
Yeah.
It's just money.
It's
just money. And then you're starting to realize that slowly your parents are pulling back.
Yes.
Oh,
slowly.
And they're making you make your own mistakes. Learn from your own mistakes.
Slowly, all they are going to end up doing is paying school fees. And once they are done,
and so you should be the one sending them money.
And once they are done, there's no feeding money again. No. There's no, oh, do you need 3,000 for this? There's no, oh, my lecturer said I should buy this, and you call them.
You're on your phone. You want to buy book, and you'll be calling them.
Let's even leave book. When you now graduate and your problem is that you want to fill your gas, will you go and call your mother? This is the major fear for growing older, is age. It's finances. That is just it. And when you are
then what makes somebody that is financially stable fear aging?
I feel like when you have money, you have everything, and you're not married.
No, it's beyond marriage.
That's another fear.
There is like I watched an influencer talk about how, like, she's growing older. It's Amy Okoli I watched.
Amy, okay,
yes, they were talking about, like, her sister or who growing older and feeling a certain type of way.
Yeah, her sister.
But I feel like financially you are somewhat stable. You have the platform.
That's her now. So that's not her sister.
No, like, I'm just giving an example, like what she was saying about, like, her sister feeling some type of way. So I'm just giving an example. Somebody that is rich or not so rich, but you have a platform.
Comfortable.
Yes,
you're earning money.
Yes. So what is now the problem of aging? Is it fear of responsibility?
Yes.
There's no finances attached there. Do you get?
Do you know the
Like, I
responsibility?
Then, do you know that the more money you get, the more problems you have, the more bills you have to pay?
Do you know?
The more money you get, the more responsibilities you get.
Well, I feel like there should be something else why somebody should be sad if they are growing old.
It's
So if I had money turning 18, if I had like somewhat money, then I'll start asking myself, why am I sad?
Some people.
I'm okay for myself.
It's not money.
Yes,
People's
it's
fear.
not money.
What I'm
It's
saying
not
is
the money,
my own
honestly.
fear. What I'm saying is my own fear of aging is mostly the finances because I'm scared of being responsible for myself. I don't know about
Probably,
other
okay,
people.
they are scared of being
Responsible, yes.
for themselves.
I'm very scared of feeding myself. I'm very scared of taking myself to the hospital with my own money to pay that bill. Do you know how much hospital bill is? That's what scares me. That I feel like I will not be able to do that. I feel like I was shielded so much when I was a child.
Yeah.
My parents did everything for me. Till now, my mother still does everything for me.
And
When I almost got scammed, it made me not really think of the fact that
Do you
please,
know
need
that
to really
this one
sharpen.
is already open?
You need to sharpen up and like stand up for yourself. Ask the right questions. Don't be looking for who is who will carry you
you as a
there.
baby.
Ask questions. You get make some mistakes and learn from it.
They
Don't look for
still
who is
do
going to
so much
pack
for
you.
me, and they don't. I love my parents too. I'm grateful for how I was raised. I'm grateful for the conservative way that they raised me. But I feel like to an extent,
It was not good.
they shouldn't have shielded me so much from the world. They shouldn't have shielded me so much from life. And they still do now. Do you know that till now, 300 level, I've never come to UST on my own. I don't know the road. I can go back home, but I've never come on my own. I'm not even capping. I'm not joking.
Yeah,
That is how shielded, that's how pampered I am. And then when I think about all these things and I think about them pulling away all these privileges that they've given me, it scares me. I don't want to be under the hot sun, lost, because me and Road, we are not 5 and 6. I've gotten lost in UST so many times. UST that is round, that no matter where you go, you must come out somewhere. I've gotten lost.
Do you know what it means for a businesswoman like me to be on the road alone? My mom will have to collect the number of the people I'm
that you're
going to work
meet.
with. Sometimes it's embarrassing though. Like a whole makeup artist.
You now be
big girl
thinking
like
at my age, my mother is still doing this kind of thing.
But luckily for me, my mother is even trying. If it's left alone for my dad, I will not even try it.
You won't even travel anywhere.
You will not travel because the road is not safe. The road is not safe. Like, that's why I'm even in this River State University or any university in this River State because they're scared of
you going far.
Some of I did not go for my ITPLC because of the road is not safe. Oh, I didn't want to think about that.
That's why they didn't let you go to
yes, that's why they didn't know.
So we have come to the conclusion that our parents are a big part of this fear.
Last now when I cannot cross the road or when I make a mistake now they will say, didn't I teach you this? You did not teach me.
Do you know I used to tell my mother that, you know, like when
I
she's
learned it from other people.
when I used to
From other people.
you didn't
I
teach me.
still have phobia for crossing the road.
I don't like walking on. You see this place I used to go and buy food. I don't like walking
Seriously,
from Road
you
D,
need
my house
you know
to
how
that
many
place.
times like I'm walking on the road and people be like saying, hey, move this way, hey,
I
walk
hate it
well,
so
hey,
much.
walk well.
I
Are you not
hate it
seeing?
so
Are you not?
much.
I'm looking, but I'm not here.
I have phobia for crossing the road.
I hate it so much, honestly. I'm very scared. I love my parents. I love what they've done for me, but and I'm even saying they shouldn't have shielded us so much, but
they still treat me like.
but the thing is, if they didn't
not
shield me like that, would I have even turned out any different? I may have turned out worse than I even am. So I guess the problem is not them. I guess the problem is that I should just brace up and handle my life, because nobody is going to do it for me.
Exactly.
If you want to go somewhere, go somewhere. If you want to talk to somebody, talk to them.
Yeah, who wants to
I
stop?
always say it. They will not beat you. Last, they will not beat you. You're not going to look for who's trouble.
As you're getting older, just know that you're going to make several mistakes.
Yeah.
Just like me.
And I find it hard to let go of past mistakes.
Oh God.
Because I continue to ask myself, why did you do that thing? Are you stupid? Like
that guilt is there.
Yes.
That guilt is always there. But you just have to move on.
Even as I'm doing the mass comm now, I used to think to myself, what if you switch to her? What if this mass comm you're doing is not actually where you're meant to be? What if you've missed your chance to study law and that was what you were meant to do? Like, these are things I think about constantly. Like, what if I've made a drastic mistake in my life and there is no going back? There's no button you can press to do it over again.
You just have to work hard. Everything boils down to
excel in wherever you are.
Yeah.
You can do. See, let me just tell you something.
So many people have been forced to enter medicals because they want to japa, but then they are thriving in where they are. You get
because they worked for it.
Yes, and because they know the money. Billionaire.
Chopping and spending the cash. There is no mercy for money. Makawai oji the cash.
That is my national anthem. That is my national anthem.
Any environment I find myself, help me thrive. Help me to be able to find people.
Let my mind be open to
one important thing is that people need people. Like, sometimes you just need this person to connect.
What I'm saying. If I didn't do mass comm, I feel like I would have always been in that bubble of, oh, I don't need anybody, I don't like people, I don't need to associate with them. But it's a lie.
That's why I'm very grateful for social media. Like, people need people. Yes. People that in the future, you may think, oh, I don't need this person. But in the future, this person may be able to, like, the person must not even be a Christian, to be honest, or like a good person.
They just need to be able to connect.
Yes, the person that can be like, oh, I know this person, go this way. And then you've gotten a job or you've gotten a certain amount of money or a business deal or something. So it's just to pray that God bring, just like David and his mighty men. God gave David mighty men that helped the battle.
Because of how friendly I am, most of my friends don't even like it. Like you. I know. Mm-hmm. You feel like I'm too friendly.
I honestly don't like it.
Yeah.
I feel like you should do. No, not everybody should have access to your life. What is it? Why are you greeting everybody? Calm down.
Like, see, it's not as if it's just who I am.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, and people love the way it is.
That's something else I'm learning to accept. I'm learning to accept who I am. Yes, I know there are parts of me I need to work on. Yes.
That's it. People every time, so people are always telling me, Praise, must you always defend yourself? Must you always defend yourself? Just keep quiet. If somebody is correcting you. But then let me say something.
Yeah.
Then now tell me, oh, this thing you said was wrong.
This is how
don't
you should
just
have
cut me
it.
off as though I'm stupid and I don't know what I'm saying.
I'm learning
even
to
in the nonsense
myself
I'm saying,
more.
there is sense inside. So just pick out the sense and be like, oh, this is where you're wrong. So I shouldn't be because I'm expressive. You now cut me off as disrespect when I'm just telling you how I feel. It's not better I tell you how I feel than I keep it in my mind. That's a dangerous person because the time I'm ready to shoot,
wickedness.
It's going to be dangerous.
But let me tell you something. Though I'm friendly, I have a strict side.
You have a standard.
I have a very, very strict side.
Once you cross the line.
Once you cross that line, it's over. It's like over, dead over. Like, I'm a very principled person. I have my principles and I stand by them. And if you are my friend or you want to associate with me and you're crossing the line, and that's when I'll just cut you off entirely. Like I have this forgiving spirit. I don't know why. I forget things a lot, so I forget people's hurts sometimes. So that thing, people take it as an advantage.
They take it for granted.
Yes, they take it for granted. Yes, they take it for granted to hurt me more and do things to me. So right now, as it stands like this now, Sophia now have changed. She has changed for the better.
I'll forgive you, but I'll keep you afar.
Yeah.
Yes, forgive, but access denied.
Do you know that when I was, in fact, last year, let me not even say when I was younger, last year, I used to feel bad that I wasn't sociable. I used to feel bad that I wasn't like, what's the word? I wasn't friendly. I was like, because I felt lonely. I don't know. Last year I felt very, very lonely. I was
stuck at home, but the way I was sociable was crazy.
I felt very lonely. I would be in my room. I would have something I would want to talk about, and I'm like, who will I text? Who will I call? And then this year I realized that, do you know what? Chimema Ugo Deborah, you are not a friendly person. But sometimes you have to tell yourself the truth. You are not a friendly person. Making friends is not something that comes naturally to you. But you have friends. Why not build the relationship you have with people that are already in your life instead of looking for more people to add to it?
Exactly.
And I started accepting my life like that. If I find, it's not like I'm saying I'm not open to new friendships, but if they come, so be it. But I'm not going to go chasing after it. When I have relationships that I need to work on, that I need to build on.
Anybody, this is one thing I hate so much, and I keep those people afar. Like, when you're forcing yourself on me, like you're forcing friendship. I hate that thing.
I don't do that. I've learned
Even
how to not do that thing. How to force friendship. You're on your own, because I know my worth as a person and as a Christian. So if you don't have time for me, anybody will always find time for you if they want to. That's one thing.
That's why I said I want to work on relationships with my friends.
Yes.
Because I'm a very bad friend. I don't call, I don't text, I don't ask how are you. Once I disconnect. Once I'm on holiday, that's the end. I'm not talking to anybody else except family. And that's very bad, because you want them to check up on you, but you're not checking up on them. You're not being a good friend to them. And I want that to change. People that are in my life that I consider close to me, I'm going to go the extra mile this year to actually build relationships with them.
And not bringing more people
into the life drama, when you have not even dealt with the one that you have. And it's all part of growth.
It's bad.
So I guess at the same time, we thank God for adulthood, because your mind starts to grow. That's if you have sense. So some people are growing and their mind is not growing.
Going backwards.
Their mind is not growing.
40-year-old can be saying things. You'll be wondering that this person is a child.
Honestly, did this person grow at all? So I thank God that at my small age, because since people say I'm still young, I thank God that I have the mindset to accept change and growth.
But do you know that most times when I engage in discussions with some people, they tend to just ask me my age. Like, they feel like I'm older.
Yeah, people tell me too. They tell me that I behave older than my age.
Because of the way I talk, my sense of
I'm sure half the people I know will be shocked to find out that I'm just turning 18. Half of them, like people that don't know my age, will be shocked. A lot of people tell me that I act older than my age.
Yeah, exactly. That's just the thing.
Well, I guess maturity puts things into perspective. If you're mature enough to deal with a problem, the problem will be dealt with. Yeah. And I'm mature enough to tell myself that, you see this phobia for aging, I want to deal with it, and it will be dealt with. I want to enjoy my life. I don't want to be stuck on every single year I'm thinking about the age I'm going to turn, instead of enjoying where I am.
That time to invest in yourself.
Yes, instead of enjoying where I am. Like now I'm turning 18. I'm very happy. It's not like there's anything big happening in my life, but at the beginning of this year, God blessed me with happiness and confidence. So why not enjoy it? Instead of worrying about, oh wait, I don't have a business, I don't have a source of income, I don't have this, I don't have that. What of the things you do have? What of the things you have? So yeah, appreciate what you have. Be glad that you had a good childhood. Not everybody even had a good childhood to begin with. Be glad that you had a good childhood. Don't drop it on my bed.
I'll just talk about childhood.
Yeah. And look forward to...
My old house would have been so good for TikToks. The outside though.
And look forward to what God has in store for you. Because he said he'll lead you to an expected end. Yeah. So
he has good thoughts for us to prosper.
Yeah.
And have good success.
Okay, we have come to the end of this very, 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 very long episode.
Good luck editing.
Good luck editing and good luck listening. But if you did make it to the end, thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, follow, whatever you can do on whatever platform you're listening on. Let me know your thoughts on childhood versus adulthood. Did you enjoy your childhood more than your adulthood? Are you scared? Things like that. Do you have plans to take on adulthood?
So hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. We love and appreciate every comment, every like, every share. So do the needful, and thank you very much. Thank you also, Miss Host, Miss Mimi, for having me on this podcast. I'm very grateful, and God bless.
Okay, guys, so this is the end of this wonderful podcast with Mimi. Hope you enjoyed it. Tune in next time. Hope to see you. No, hope to hear you. Oh, my dear, anyone, but just enjoy the podcast and keep on following and subscribing. Thank you.
Okay, love and light. Bye.
Let people know that time flies. Take advantage of your youth.